guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video, and this video is going to include my favorite drugstore products at the moment. So I already went ahead and did my brows because honestly there isn't a product right now that I have found at the drugstore that I really enjoy. The one that I use right now is the Reina Rebelde eye paint, which I have really been enjoying lately, and I use in the color Frida. So I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil primer. I really enjoy this primer because I like the fact that I feel like it just gives me a nice smooth canvas. But you do have to be careful because when you first apply it, it really does kind of look like it is like a little white. But what you want to do right away is kind of blend it into your hands so that you can really get rid of that color. Then I'm going to be using another foundation that I've been loving lately, which to some of you guys who have oily skin, you guys might be like, well, what? Girl, you're an oily skin girl. But I actually have been using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and that is because my skin has been super duper dry in some areas, like really bad dry patches. But it's finally getting better, but still I've been really into that really hydrating look. Now this is the shade 208 Sun Beige. It is a little light for me right now, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is mix it with another foundation. So I'm going to take another drugstore foundation, which I also enjoy, which is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation in the color Soft Honey. Now this is more of a little bit on like the orangey side, but this is so light that mixing them together neutralizes them perfectly. So I'm going to take some of my Pro Glow and then some of my LA Girl, and we can get that perfect mix. And then I'm going to be taking this nice drugstore brush, which is the Real Techniques brush. It doesn't say the number, but it came in this nice little set that I got. I think it was like 4 brushes for like $18. It was a really good deal, so I was like, I cannot pass up this deal. I like how these foundations work together very nicely. Usually when I use the Pro Glow, I always have to mix it with another color because the shade that I got was more of a shade for me for the winter time. So I just always need to kind of mix things up. So I went in with the LA Girl, which I normally do like to go in when I use the Pro Glow because it is more of that orange tint. So it does a good job of kind of neutralizing the pink. I really quickly want to mention about the foundation. I think I completely forgot to mention this, and it's like the most important part. The reason why this foundation is so phenomenal, especially for all my ladies who are going like into high school or you're like a middle school girl, I think it's so great because it's so lightweight and it feels so nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a cake face. It literally feels like your own skin, and I think that's so important, is wearing something light, because you obviously don't want to go to school and like be wearing this like mask. You know, you want to look fresh, you want to look beautiful, you just want to enhance your beautiful features. I feel like that's so important, is enhancing what is going on already, because what you already have here is stunning. So just remember that. Okay, so now that we went ahead and put on our foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use this Better Skin powder, which I really like, and we're just going to set those areas where we get oily. Feel like the Better Skin powder is like such a good drugstore powder, especially if you want something that has a tint. Like let's say you want to wear a powder that is going to minimize those imperfections, whether you have redness or like a pimple or just something. I feel like it's always good to use that here in those areas, and I just go into the areas where I tend to get really oily. So now I'm just going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to use my Better Skin by Maybelline. This is my favorite concealer at the drugstore. Like, Maybelline's concealers are so freaking amazing. I have tried so many of them. The Fit Me was my favorite at one point, but I think this one topped the Fit Me. I just like that it's a lightweight consistency, but it still covers everything it needs to cover. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go ahead and just apply it right close to my eye. I don't want to drag it too far down because I want the look to be very natural. I'm going to be using a Morphe brush just to blend out that concealer. And I feel like concealer is so essential for my ladies who, you know, you want to look very put together, but you don't have much time in the morning before school starts or work. So I really recommend getting a really nice concealer that's going to blend easily, that you're going to be able to work with super fast and not waste too much time, because I feel like during the morning you're already tired and you probably slept in for quite a bit because you're just like, oh my god, let me just snooze. I don't care about how I look at this point. But I feel like concealer is always going to be your best friend when it comes to minimizing those dark circles, especially if you had a long night studying or you were just busy doing stuff. I know sometimes we tend to stay up until like 3 a.m. watching Netflix or YouTube videos and we're like, oh shit, I have school in a few hours. I feel like just to make yourself look like you slept a good 8 hours and, you know, people not be looking at you like, are you okay? Then I would really recommend investing in a good concealer. And I think it's awesome that you can find really affordable good concealers at the drugstore, because I feel like that doesn't really happen often with, you know, other products. I know sometimes it's hard for me to find certain products at the drugstore. For example, like I mentioned, my eyebrows. I'm very picky about what I put on them because I really like a nice consistency. Formula is everything with me when it comes to a brow product. So if you guys have any recommendations on good brow products, then please let me know, because I need some good recommendations. My favorite loose powder, setting powders to just set my under eyes and also to bake any areas that get oily is my Airspun powder. Like, that's my favorite loose powder, not pressed powder. And I can't find it anywhere. I literally just saw it like a few days ago. I'm still in the process of putting all my makeup in shelves and just organizing everything. So it's all like literally scattered everywhere. So I bet I'll find it as soon as I'm done filming this video, because that's always how stuff works. But that's what I use to set my under eyes. So whenever I don't want to use a very expensive product like the Laura Mercier powder, I go in with the Airspun powder, which you can find at Walmart, Target, CVS. Okay, so now I have you guys super close, super intimate up in here. And we're gonna go ahead and play with our little baby right here. And this is the NYX palette. I'm super excited about these new palettes. These are the Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palettes. They're amazing. I've been playing around with these for the past 3 weeks and they're so good. I just can't get enough of them. So I'm gonna take this nice color right here and I'm gonna start building it up on my crease. I feel like it's such a perfect crease color. And they blend out so nicely. Like, look at that. I've literally just been using this palette for just like an everyday look. So I'm just kind of flicking it so that it stays in one location. I remember when I was in high school, I literally used one palette and one palette only. It was the Maybelline Little Quad. There was like a brown matte shade, a light shade like this one right here, and then there was like 2 other shades. I think it was like a shimmery green and a shimmery gold. And I literally used the shimmery gold and the brown shade every single day, and I had the harshest line, like so harsh, and I just thought it was so cute for it to be like a harsh line right here, and then to have like the gold star, but there'd be like a harshness. I felt like that was so like dramatic and it would like make my eyes stand out, but no, I was wrong. I was wrong. I literally did that look almost every single day. I did the same exact makeup. And back in high school, I didn't know how to do the wing. I had a friend who, she was great at wing. And I always looked at her wings and they looked phenomenal. But I was like, I'm too scared to do that. So I just never really did the wing. And it wasn't until I started cosmetology school after high school that I branched out to the wing, and it like became mama's best friend. And now my wings are so on fleek that I'm just like, So proud. So for any of you ladies who are just getting into makeup, you got this, boo. Like, seriously, makeup is fun. Like, makeup is supposed to be something that you can just be so creative with. You don't have to worry about it being perfect. You always can practice. Me till this day, I never consider myself to be too good for anything. I literally stay up some nights until 1 a.m. just practicing looks. I'll do one look on this eye, I'll do one look on this eye. Completely different situations, but I'll just be practicing, watching videos, watching tutorials. I literally start like around 9 p.m. and I'll finish at 1 a.m. I'll just do different looks and I'll see how they photograph. I just love practicing the artistry because I feel like it's so important to always continue. Also, there's always room for improvement. Like, I've seen my growth from like now to last year, and it's tremendous. Like, it's so different how I used to do my brows. Like, it makes such a difference when you really, really love what you're doing. But now that I'm building a really close relationship with my subscribers, I feel like it's so important for me to, you know, start talking to you guys about my life, because I want you to feel like, you know me and you can connect with me. I feel like that's so important for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and take one of the really pretty shimmer colors. I'm probably going to take this one down here. It's so stunning. And I'm just going to apply that in the middle of my eye. So now I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with some mascara. So I honestly wouldn't even recommend going to Sephora to look for those high-end mascaras because they will not do as much as the Maybelline ones will do for you. This one is really, really good. So now I'm going to be doing my lashes, and for lashes, my favorite drugstore lashes, always, not only for myself, but to use on clients when I'm doing a bridal party, are my Ardell Natural Demi Wispies. Now, I feel like these are just the most comfortable lashes. They're also very easy to wear for all my ladies who have never worn lashes and you want to wear some nice lashes. I would really recommend using these as a starting point because they look so beautiful on you, and I feel like they also look like they're just your natural lashes, and you don't want to, you know, go into somewhere and people are like, oh my god, look at her falsies. I still remember the first time I ever wore falsies, and after that it was history because I have a whole box of falsies just sitting right here, and that's just my addiction. I love falsies. They completely change every single look. Without falsies, my life would be not where it is today. So falsies just make me so happy. Okay, so I went ahead and did lashes off camera, but they are now on, and you can see how literally how natural they look. It looks like these are just my lashes. Like, it's unbelievable. So I would really recommend these if you're just getting into lashes. The Ardell Demi Wispies, they will be your best friend. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and bronze up. You guys know the drill. This is my favorite bronzer, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and this bronzer is about to hit pan, and that doesn't happen normally with me. So you guys know that I must really like this bronzer. So what I'm gonna do is just warm up down below right here. Just gonna minimize that double chin that we don't like. But now we're gonna go ahead and go in with some blush. We're gonna be taking the Milani Luminoso. This is by far my favorite blush. I've talked about this blush since I started my channel. Like, this is my baby. I love Milani Luminoso. And just apply it in circular motions like so. And then on this side. Now we're gonna go in with highlight. You can never complete a look in my eyes without highlight. So I'm gonna be taking the Sleek Makeup Palette. I didn't really like this when I first tried it out. I still only like one shade, and that's this really pretty like purpley one. It looks purpley in the pan, but I promise you on the cheekbone, it looks so beautiful. Look at that. This is definitely a drugstore product. I think they're gonna start selling these at Ulta or just like local like drugstores. I know it was like a huge thing in Europe. For lip color, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the color Nude Thrill. I was eyeing this color because it looks so beautiful, and then I've been using it, and it's such a wonderful nude color on me. I love it. So I also like the fact that it's a matte, but it has a nice moussey consistency, so it's not so drying on the lips. It feels nice and moisturizing. So the last thing we're gonna go ahead and do is set our face with my tried and true, the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I have very little left, but I have another backup, thank God. And we're just gonna drench. Whenever I use this stuff, my skin stays intact. Like, the foundation stays on, the makeup stays on, no matter if it's hot, no matter what it is, it literally stays on all day long. And I also like the fact that with this one, it smells so nice, but like the results are here. So that's that. And I hope that you guys enjoyed me sharing some of my current favorite products that I like at the drugstore. And hopefully you guys can go check them out and find some things that work for you, whether it's going back to school, whether it's for your work day, whether it's for an event that's coming up and you don't want to spend too much money on makeup. You got some nice tips from me. So if you guys want to see more videos like these that are just chill and just kind of me like talking you guys through, you know, what I do for a nice makeup, then please go ahead and thumbs this video up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a member of our family here on YouTube. And that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys!